Hi folks, unusual little project I'm trying out today. Keen to find a way to update supporters, mainly back in Australia but around the place, for the things that are happening in our lives here in Birmingham. We've done lots of fun things lately. We've enjoyed the start of spring and the cherry blossoms and more blue skies and the warmer temperatures and longer days. We've enjoyed a couple of trips to London. We went on a little school reunion for Merrin to see some of her old school friends, which was great. And then I had some work in London, so Merrin and the kids came and enjoyed some time travelling around some of the parks and gardens and exploring the place on the tube, which was very cool too. Really great lately that we've been able to catch up with some friends from back home. We caught up with Simone and Eamon Garley and their kids in Luton. They've been here in the UK for a while, but we finally got to catch up with them and enjoyed an evening meal with them. And then very recently, Paul and Tracy Wheatley and their kids from back home popped in to see us, and we're looking forward to them returning in a couple of weeks' time. My work at the feast has been busy and exciting. In February, March, we started our fourth youth worker. The fourth youth worker of our team commenced, and we now have 2 Christian and 2 Muslim. And we also added our first worker in Tower Hamlets in East London. And Demiser has joined us part-time. He's part-time a pastor in a New Frontiers church and part-time with us. And he brings a wealth of youth work experience, and we're really looking forward to what we're going to be able to achieve down there. Obviously, the biggest focus of our work with the feast is bringing young people together. And I have to say that our team has done an amazing job over recent months. We've had to step up our work rate now that we've got a bigger team, and we've had a really diverse range of fun activities that the team have done. We've worked with some new churches, and we're really looking forward to some more churches that are going to be coming on board. Generally, we find it harder to get Christians to connect with people of other faiths than we find Muslims. And that is a shame, but we're excited to be having the conversations and seeing more join. We're really proud of our team's engagement in social action. They've been doing lots of litter picks and learning about fair trade, and supporting. One of our teams is supporting a young girl in Mali as by way of child sponsorship. And so lots of really exciting projects that they've been doing. A big challenge that we've had to deal with in Birmingham over the last couple of months has been an allegation called the Trojan Horse operation. The allegation is that Muslims are taking over some of the government schools and making them into a Muslim ethos school that doesn't allow for normal curriculum and acknowledgement of minorities that aren't Muslim. And whether it's a true allegation or not, we don't know, but the consequence of it has been a lot of negativity, particularly towards our Muslim friends, and many innocent people have been judged as being extremist, and it's really brought out some negativity about what in the UK is called community cohesion. And so we've really been grieved by this negative consequence and the huge negativity in the media, and we had a fun response. We invited a whole heap of our young people, over 50 came, along with family and friends and adults and children, and we did a little event in the local Spark Hill Park just near our offices, where young people with helium balloons wrote messages on their balloons, and they made a statement that this is a positive city that people can get on, and that I can be proud to be a Christian, or I can be whatever faith that I am, but I will still commit to find ways to get on with people around me. Very much inspired by Jesus' call for us to love our neighbour. And Merrin came and took some great photos. But we also had 2 TV stations, BBC and ITV, and the BBC local radio came and covered the event, and we got little snippets in the local press, which was exciting to have a positive story in the midst of all the gloom. And we're very proud that our young people did that stance. I couldn't convince Merrin to be on the video, but she continues to be busy and enjoying teaching English 3 mornings a week, Wednesday, Thursday and Friday. 2 of those are at the Springfield Project, which is attached to our church, St Christopher's, and the other is at Lady Bill Congregational Church. She has around 8 women in each of those classes, ranging from beginner English through to intermediate. She puts a lot of effort in and enjoys getting to know the women and seeing them make progress. She also teaches, is involved in the youth ministry of our church. She was in a choir, an Easter choir, did a fantastic job at that, and does an enormous amount to support the feast and keep up with 2 very busy children. Rosie is currently in Year 2, is doing violin lessons, sometimes goes gymnastics, does swimming lessons, is in the school choir. She's doing a lot of things for a little lady, and we're very proud of her, how fast she's growing up. Sam is currently in nursery and will go into reception, which is like Australian prep, this coming September, and is growing into a really feisty young man, and is really proud to see how he's going. So I just want to say a huge thank you to all of you. Some of you are in touch with us on a regular basis. We hugely appreciate that. Thank you for those who pray. Thank you for those who get in touch in social media. Thank you for those that give. We couldn't be here without the generosity of family and friends, and I really want to thank you. And if you'd like to give, the details will be here somewhere on the bottom of the page, or please do get in touch, and we'd love to help you. If you're in Australia, our support comes through SU, and in the UK it comes through options at the feast. But please continue to pray for us. It is a very challenging work. The work has grown to a large size now. We now have 8 staff, and the hopes are that we can flesh out this work in the UK to new locations and even overseas locations in coming years, if that is God's will. Because we do hope that many more Christians, particularly in youth work terms, disciple the young people in an increasingly culturally and interfaithly diverse world, and find ways to thrive and share vibrantly their faith. And the feast is a part of that. So thank you very much for listening in. Thank you for all you do for us. God bless. Bye.